Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits and Motorcast. Your host, Dave. I got a line of special guests, import drag racer Deano Cesario. How you doing, Deano?
Good, man. How about you?
I'm good. So, first question, Deano. How many years ago did you start drag racing?
I've been going to the racetrack since I was about 2 years old.
2 years old. Did you used to go with your dad when you were 2 years old then?
Yes, I'm 32 now, so I've been there for 30 years.
I know your dad started racing about back when, like 30 years ago, something like that?
Let's see, 35 years ago.
Then how old were you when you started drag racing?
I started drag racing when I was 13.
So what was the first car you started driving around in?
My dad's 73 Olds Cutlass.
Then where'd you used to run the Cutlass at?
At the Grove.
And then how many years did you drive the Cutlass for?
I drove the Cutlass for 4 years. And then I drove the Buick for 2 years. I drove the wagon for 8 years. And then I drove the Trans Am twice. And I have not driven the truck yet.
Yeah, that's what your dad was saying on the interview. When I interviewed him, he said you haven't drove that truck yet.
Not yet. I will be. Couple weeks once the motor's done, I'll be back.
So now what's up with your import car?
Import car is just a toy. Goes 12 seconds. Oh, Honda Civic.
Now, what year did you start driving that car?
2004.
That one you ran at the Grove too?
Yeah, I built it when I was in high school, and it was one of those things. It was supposed to be a father-son project, but my dad never did anything for me with it because he was always working.
So you had to do the whole thing, huh?
Yeah, I just put in all the overtime and just worked and worked and worked. It took me 7 years to build it.
7 years, man.
To get it to where it is now. I got it in 2004. It was just all stock. Right now it's boosted, makes like 650 horsepower.
So what kind of engine you got in that Honda?
Got a B18 board and stroke to a 2.4 liter. It's got a brine crawler head on it, brine crawler cams. Got a T3, T4 turbo, which is 82 millimeters. 5-inch downpipe. It's got 3,000cc injectors. Got a Type R trans with the LSD in it. It's got a 373 gear in it. Car runs good.
So when was the last time you had that car out the track?
2010. It's coming out this year.
You gonna do some import racing this year?
Oh, yeah. It's gonna come out really soon.
So now with that Honda Civic, what's the fastest time you've had with that car?
Fastest time I've been in that car was 12 to 140.
Now, the Grove's the only track you run that car on?
Yes.
Now you also, you're a crew member for your dad's car when he runs with the Wise Guys, right?
Yes. I'm his tuner. I tune the cars.
Right.
If I'm not there, I usually tune them over the phone.
So did you guys get the truck fixed?
The truck is in pieces right now. We're waiting on parts. It needs a cam.
Is it going to be ready by the next Nitro Streetcar Brawl?
We're trying. If not, it'll have a backup motor in it, but it'll be there.
If not
the truck, it'll be the Trans Am.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if not the pickup, but bring out the other car.
Yeah, the TA will be there if the truck's not there.
Because I know you guys ran the pickup on the Saturday and the Sunday at the Memorial Day weekend. You had the other car.
Yeah, the Buick was out Sunday because the motor blew up in the Toyota. It broke the cam in the Toyota, so we have to wait for parts on that. And the Buick just was my dad's little daily streetcar. That thing's been all over Chicago, all over Wisconsin, all over, basically almost all over Illinois.
So what kind of engine does he have in the Buick?
Oh, 555.
Yeah.
It's an AES motor built by Tony in Elk Grove Village.
Well, at least he had something to run with the Wise Guys for Sunday.
Huh?
I said at least he had the Buick to run with the Wise Guys.
Oh no, the Trans Am will be out if the Toyota's not done.
No,
We've been working on it. It's coming together.
Now the Trans Am. What year is the Trans Am your dad drives?
89.
What kind of engine does he have in that one?
That one's got a 3 nickel and a 2 555. That car went 770.
That was with him driving or you driving?
Him driving. I went 901 in that car.
So now for your the Civic, when did you say you're gonna be coming back out?
I'm aiming for September.
Maybe Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, I'm trying my hardest to head out for Labor Day weekend.
That would be the big one with your dad running with the Wise Guys and all.
Yeah, the Wise Guys, and he will have the truck will for sure be at that race. Not a problem. The truck will be dialed in and ready to fly.
Right. Then you got a nitrous car bra every month at the Grove.
Yes.
Then I know there's a couple other events that they're doing. Wise Guys at where are they at? Byron.
Yeah, they're at Byron, and I think not this month, but next month. I think they're at Byron next month. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. They're not doing Cordova this year, are they?
I don't think so. If we go to Cordova, my dad's got to put a blanket on the Toyota.
No.
It's just got skater shields on it. There's no blanket.
Nah. Now for Byron, are you guys gonna go to Byron?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Byron. The truck's not fast enough to have a blanket yet. I think it's gotta go 750 to get a blanket.
So now, when do you plan on getting some seat time in the pickup truck?
Well, when I talked to Dad, we were talking about middle of July. I'm gonna go out on a weeknight and get a couple test hits into it and see what I can do.
Now, if all goes well, are you gonna be taking over the pickup truck?
No, my sister's gonna take over the pickup. I'll probably be driving the TA because Dad doesn't like driving that car. It's too hard for him. He can't get in it. He's too tall, and his legs are too big to get in, and since he tore his fucking knee, he hasn't been able to drive the Trans Am. It's really hard to get in.
Now, for you, do you think you'd ever build yourself a Pro Mod?
Would I ever build myself a Pro Mod?
Yeah.
If I made enough money, yes, I would.
So now, back when you first started drag racing, who was your biggest inspiration? Your dad?
Yes.
Any other drag race drivers?
John Force.
Yeah, he's been having some bad luck lately with his cars.
Yeah, I know. I always just watch him and Warren Johnson and Jake Coughlin. Those are my three guys.
So the drag racing's been in your family for years now, huh?
Oh, yeah. Since all three of us kids have been little kids, we've all been at the racetrack. Since I'm the oldest, I was the first one there.
So when did your sister start drag racing?
Brittany's been drag racing 10 years now, and Brooke's been about the same thing, 10 years. Because Brittany's a lot faster than Brooke.
That's pretty cool, a drag racing family like that.
We try keeping it as close to the family as we can.
So now when your dad goes out, the Wise Guys, you guys all go out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think your dad did tell me this. Your sisters help him out when he runs.
Yeah, if I'm at work and I can't go, my sister and her husband are there to take over for me and help him out. If there's a problem, I'll call me.
Yeah, I remember your dad was telling me. I'm not sure if Dino's gonna make it out or not for the Memorial Day weekend. He wasn't. I said he told me he was coming out there, so.
Yeah, no, I got tied up at work. We had a really big job to do, so.
You looking forward to driving that pickup truck?
Oh yeah, I've been looking forward to driving that truck for 22 years.
22 years, man.
My uncle bought it when I was 10.
So for
that
you,
truck used to be black.
So now for you, do you ever plan on driving with Chicago Wise guys?
One of these years I will. One of my cars are fast enough. Or if he just wants to retire, then I'll probably take over. Try to make him proud.
Right.
Every time I drive one of his cars, he gets very proud of me. Yeah. I drove the Cutlass. Cutlass sat in the garage for 10 years. I brought the Cutlass out. First year I went triple O on the light. Haven't driven the car in 10 years. Get in the Buick, I can pull double bulbs all day long in a Buick. Station wagon, I can pull 010, 020, 030 on a foot brake.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll do fine in the pickup truck, man.
He's afraid I'm gonna cut perfect lights in the truck.
But you said the plan is for your sister to take over that truck eventually, right?
I want my sister to drive that truck into the H without a problem.
So now, what's the fastest car your sister's drove in?
My dude's Buick. She went 1018 in the Buick.
So
I went 1018 in the Buick. I went 90 in the Trans Am. I went, I think, 1070 in the station wagon. I've been fast.
So now the Honda Civic, what kind of tires do you run on the Honda Civic?
It's got drag radials on it. It's got 225 on it. 225 15 drag radial, Mickey Thompson. It's got full string coilovers on it.
So
got traction bars.
So now, Dino, if there's anybody listening that's thinking about starting drag racing, what kind of advice would you give them to start out drag racing?
Start them off on a junior dragster at first. Yeah.
But what if it's an adult person?
Huh? I'm sorry, man. I couldn't get that. Okay. Okay. What did you say?
I say, what if it's an adult person that wants to start drag racing, though?
Anything they want. Start off slow and work your way up. Never go to a fast car.
Probably start with bracket racing.
Bracket racing or fun racing or anything like that. Don't just buy a car and go out there and think you're going to set the world on fire, because that's not the way to do it.
Oh yeah, they could take their regular car out to the Grove on a weeknight and try racing it down track.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever done any street racing?
Yeah, I've done a lot of street racing.
Now was this legal street racing or illegal street racing?
No, legal street racing at the Grove.
Cause I know some guys do some illegal street racing in like Chicago and stuff like that.
No way. I'm not losing my license. That's how people get killed.
Right.
No, I lost a couple friends street racing like that. They'll never do that shit.
So now, since you've been racing, what do you consider to be some milestones of your racing career so far?
My main milestone I always wanted to do was drive my dad's Trans Am. That was my milestone. And my dad told me if I got good grades in school, I could do it. So I did everything I could to get good grades in school to drive that. That was my goal. That was my dream. That was everything I wanted to do.
So would you consider that to be your fondest memory of your racing career too?
My fondest memory was watching my dad go sevens in that car. That just brought tears to my eyes because he's been trying for that for 9 years in that car. And when I could help him get it there, and he was really, really happy to do it, I just wanted to cry because he just put everything he had into it for 9 years to get it there.
Yeah.
We put 5 motors in that car. We put 3 transmissions in that car. We were nitrous after nitrous after nitrous after nitrous in that car. Computer in that car, parachutes in that car, tires in that car. Couldn't never get into sevens. And then one day I told him, let me just start messing with things, and it went 850, and then I started playing with it, and it went 820, I started playing with it more, it went 80, I started playing with it more, it went to 770.
Now you just got to get that pickup truck in the sevens.
It's easy. I'm just gonna put the same tune up I have in the Trans Am and the Toyota. Motors are identical. Everything's almost twins. The cars weigh the same. Trans Am's got a big tire, Toyota's got a small tire on it, so big Toyota will be a little bit easier to get in the sevens.
Yeah, so far it's looking like all the wise guys are going to be chasing after Hector Laracuente so far.
Yep, they've always been chasing Hector.
He's got that car dialed in, man.
Yep.
He ran sixes. All of his ones were in the sixes all weekend, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
Then he won both nights.
When that car stays together, that car is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that car works very well.
Twin turbo. So now, Deano, I'm going to ask you some fun questions here. What's your favorite food to eat?
Pizza.
What are you guys, Italian?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what's your favorite?
Pizza and pasta.
What's your favorite beverage?
My favorite beverage?
Yeah, yours. Could be
That's
non-alcoholic.
a question.
It could be non-alcoholic or alcoholic, either way.
I don't drink alcohol.
All right. So what was your favorite beverage?
Thinking I got a lot of favorite drinks.
What do you drink mostly?
Sprite. But they got a new flavor called Tropical Berry Sprite, which is amazing.
I have to try that one.
It's pineapple, strawberry, lemon, lime, and kiwi.
Interesting. I haven't seen that one yet.
It's called Tropical Mix. It's at almost every gas station.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one, definitely.
It's amazing.
I'll try it and I'll text you and let you know what I think of it.
That'd be awesome.
So are you a movie guy, Deano? You like to watch movies?
Yeah, I love scary movies.
All right, what's your favorite scary movie of all time then? The old original or the new one?
The new one. The new one is awesome. I love that movie.
Yeah.
I watched it 4 times.
So do you watch TV shows at all?
No, not really. I don't have much time to watch TV when I'm trying to work like 10 to 12 hours a day.
What do you do for a living?
Mechanic.
Yeah, okay. Now, if you're drag racing say you're at the Grove for a day of drag racing, do you eat regularly or do you eat very little at the track?
I eat regularly.
Now, some guys like to eat a little bit, then after the race is done, then they'll gorge.
Yeah, because they're trying to get every tenth of a second out of them.
So, Deano, if you weren't drag racing, what do you think you'd be doing?
Spending time with
How old's your daughter?
21 months.
Future junior dragster racer right there, huh?
Yep, hopefully soon.
So what would you consider to be your favorite music?
I listen to everything. Blues, jazz, hip-hop, country, rock and roll, heavy metal. I listen to everything.
Now, do you think it's important for the people to bring the kids out to watch drag racing?
Yeah, it's safe to watch. I take my daughter there, but she's got headphones on and a bunch of safety gear so nothing happens to her.
You know.
I always got her in her stroller. She's always got her headphones on.
Because, you know, like the kids are the future of the dragger. We got to keep kids coming out to the track.
Yeah, you always got to make the track safe, though, too. Like what happened last year, that's not something that should be happening at the racetrack. They need more security.
Yeah, I know Great Lakes, they're trying to cut down on all the people by the starting line now.
Yeah, but it's not the starting line. It's everybody in the crowd that, you know, they get all rowdy when they get drunk. They should sell alcohol at certain times over there. They shouldn't be selling it all the time. Because last year, 3 guys got shot at the track, remember?
Yeah, that was the gangbangers, though.
Yeah, but they were all drunk because they didn't have security guards at the front gate to see that there were gangbangers coming in.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I see your
point. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have more security. You gotta know what's going on at your track. Or else you're gonna have, this stuff's gonna happen all the time. And then that's not somewhere safe to take your kids. It's supposed to be somewhere where you can take your kids for entertainment and enjoy it, have a good weekend. If you can get some good food, watch some really good drag racing. You can't go there if you see people getting shot at. Nobody wants to go there.
Right.
Like, I'll never stop going there. I've been going there since I was a kid.
Yeah, same here.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it should hurt my feelings. I'm devastated that that stuff happened, but what happens, happens.
Yeah, I started going to Grove when I was about 4 or 5. My dad took me to Grove, and he took me to the US 30 in Indiana.
Yeah, I haven't been to 30. I've been to Route 66. I've been to Barron. I've been to Cordova, and I've been to the Grove. The Grove's my home track. I don't go anywhere other than that place.
Yeah, we're like about 30, 35 minutes from the Grove.
Sure, we're about 40. 35, 40, depending on which way you go.
So now, Deano, you have any hobbies outside of drag racing?
Yeah, I've got a lot of hobbies.
What do you like to do?
I got a stereo truck I play with.
So you don't do no hunting or fishing, nothing like that?
I don't just I got a sound system truck that I play with.
That's your only hobby?
Yeah. That's why the hunt hasn't been out lately, because I've been spending a lot of trucks.
So now, since you've been racing, have you won any trophies or anything?
No.
No. Now, if you were able to do time traveling and go back in time and do something different, would you do anything different?
No, I would not. I wouldn't change my life for anything. I have an amazing father, I have an amazing wife, amazing daughter, 2 amazing sisters, you know what I'm saying? And a drag race family, I can never ask for anything other than that. I go to the racetrack, everybody sees me as their son, or I see them as my dad or my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody there, they all respect me, they all say hi to me. I didn't go for 2 years. Everybody was just like, oh man, we missed you, man. Where you been? Where you been? So like, I've been around. They're like, so now Dad's gonna find us since you're here, huh? I was like, I'm gonna try it. See what happens.
Well, that's what they say. Drag racing's one big family, man.
And it's one big family that'll always have your back.
And it keeps getting bigger and bigger, the family, you know? You keep meeting more and more drag racers and people. I
try to promote drag racing, but at the racetrack, not on the streets.
Right.
I everybody's like, oh, because everybody knows I got my car, my Honda. Everybody's like, oh, bring it out, bring it out. Okay, come to the racetrack and I'll bring it out. I'm not taking it out on the street.
Man.
Everybody, oh, taking it out on the streets. Nope, it's not street legal. It does not come out on the street. It goes to the racetrack only.
Now you guys got the Chicago Wise guys in your family.
Yeah, they've always been in our family, but now they're really close to our family.
Yeah, your
I've
dad.
known.
Your dad was telling me in his interview he was trying to get into Wise Guys for what 10 years, something like that.
Long as hell.
He said
the Trans Am.
Yeah.
Bought the Trans Am in 2000. So the Trans Am is 18 years old. So probably 10 years at least, 10 to 15 years.
He kept begging Pete Demos.
Begging him, and Pete kept saying, "You're not fast enough. You're not fast enough. You're not fast enough." He's like, "I don't care if I'm not fast enough. Put me at the bottom of the list. I don't care. Just let me run with you guys." No. He's like, "Just let me say I'm a wise guy. That's all I want. That's all I want."
Yeah, I'm glad he's finally in there, man.
My dad's not out there to set the world on fire and beat her, but he's just out there to have fun.
Right.
And I told him, I was like, "Who cares if these guys are going into sixes? You're going into sevens. You're happy. It's fun. Just do what you do and enjoy it."
Yeah, there's other guys that go into sevens that he can match race with in the Wise Guys.
Yeah, I think it turns him down. I was like, I'll race with you next to you in the fucking Wise Guys. You know what I'm saying? Father-son race, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I know, like Hector's son Carlos, the vice president, he's got a Camaro that's not, like runs in maybe sevens, eights, something like that.
Yeah. Was that 73, 74?
Yeah, something like that. He's hoping to get that thing out there again soon.
Yeah, it's a chameleon one. I've known that car. I've seen that car forever. And Carlos is a great guy. That guy would give me a shirt off his back if I asked him for it. He's an awesome guy.
No, they're all great guys in the Wise Guys, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete Demos is 24 years now?
Yeah. Pete's always been a dad to me. Every time I was always walking around, like when I was a little kid, he'd say, "Hey man, come on over, get some food." I was like, "No man, I'm good." He's like, come on over. I was like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "All right, I'll bring it to your trailer." And Pete's always been there for me. Pete's always been a nice guy. My man Rick Schedule, I'll never forget that guy.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Rick.
Yeah. Rest in peace, buddy. He taught me a lot of things about tuning cars.
Yeah, I interviewed him one time. Yeah, he was a real nice guy.
He's a great guy. The first when you wrecked the car down at the end of the track when it almost hit the light pole.
Right.
The first thing he asked for was me. Where's Deano? I'm like, "I'm right here. Don't worry, I'm here." He's like, "All right, good." He's like, "Now everybody can take care of me." He just wanted me to know that he was okay.
Yeah, that's great.
Every time something happened to Rick, he always, "Where are you? I'm here, dude. Don't worry, I'm right next to you." Because he knows I always look up to him. He was always a role model to me at the racetrack. Because what he was fighting, and he just kept going and going and going. There he is, my hero.
Yeah.
He fought the cancer for 6 years.
Yeah, cancer sucks, man.
I know. He fought that for 6 years. And all 6 years I was right next to him the whole time.
Cancer takes...
I was there. I was the second person to his car when that thing was engulfed in flames at the end of the racetrack.
Cancer takes...
I was the first one next to him when he went over the freaking guardrail at the end of the track and almost hit the light pole. I was the first one next to his car.
Cancer takes way too many people, man.
I know.
Friends, family, drag racers, musicians, everything, man.
I know. Cancer leads to depression.
Yeah.
And that's why you die faster from cancer, because, you know what I'm saying, you get diagnosed with cancer, you go into a depression state.
So do you talk to Saxo Jr. at all?
No. I talked to him one time.
Like, wonder when he's gonna come back out and race, man.
I hope soon, man. I hope he brings his dad's car, too.
Now, were you
I
guys
always tell him keep me safe, and I'll see him at the big end.
were you guys at the track last year in Memorial Day weekend when they did that tribute?
No, I was home with my daughter because she was really sick that day.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool how they put the ashes and the parachutes in 3 cars. Yeah, it was a touching moment, man.
That's where he wants to be.
Yeah, on the track. He loved to race with the wise guys.
He just loved being at the racetrack. That's all he wanted to do.
He lived his dream.
His dream was to put that car in well into the sixes.
Yeah, well, that blown alcohol car was pretty fast.
Yeah, but he kept going 7-0, 7-0, 7-0. He kept getting pissed off because he wanted to go in the sixes. So I always told him, double check your tunes and make sure everything's good. I was like, keep your head in the game and keep focused. You'll always get it.
Man.
And that was the last time I talked to him. And he messaged me one day on Facebook, told me, he's like, hey kid, he's like, you went 680. He's like, thanks for all your help. And that was the last time I talked to him. I told him, I was like, I'll always be with you if you ever need anything, let me know.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you're at the track, he'll always be watching over you.
All the time. I feel like sometimes he's watching over me when I'm at home too. Because I have a grandpa and an uncle who passed away too. That I was super, super, super tight with. And I know they're looking over me too. They just both died of natural causes.
Right.
My grandpa passed away with a cyst in his brain.
How old was your grandpa when he passed away?
79.
Then when's your uncle die?
He was 48.
What did he die of?
He's paraplegic, and he choked on some food and it sucked the air out of his body.
Wow.
They killed him. The paramedics revived him, brought him back to life, but he was already brain dead. He didn't know anybody, so we were at the hospital, and he was on the breathing machine, and he was fighting, and then me and my dad held his hand, and that's when he passed away, holding my dad's hand in my hand. But you know what I'm saying? My dad took care of him his whole life. I took care of him for 12 years, so he was always looking for me and my dad. And he was my godfather, so I was really close with him.
Right.
Yeah. I remember being a little kid climbing around on his wheelchair all the time. I always thought it was a jungle gym. And he never yelled at me, he always let me do it.
Yeah, you gotta hold on to all those memories.
I will always hold on to those memories.
Memories of a lifetime, brother.
He's the one that made me be the person I am in life now.
No,
The stuff he went through and I had to watch him go through, I would never want anybody to go through the stuff he did. But he did it for me and his family. He did it for me, my dad, his mom, his dad, all of his, you know what I'm saying, all of my cousins, all of his nieces and nephews, everybody. He did it for everyone.
Now, did your uncle used to come out and watch drag racing?
No, he never did.
What about your grandpa?
My grandpa never did either. My grandma and grandpa don't like it. They're against it. But there's one thing that me and my uncle always used to do. We used to always watch wrestling together.
WWE?
Yeah, well, at the time it was WCW. Or ECW at the time. We old school.
Yeah, some guy in ECW just died recently, right?
Huh?
Didn't some guy from ECW just pass away recently?
Yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow.
No, I mean not him, another guy. I forgot his name.
Diamond Dallas Page passed away.
No, I mean recently, like within the last 3 or 4 days, I forgot his name now.
Oh no, and in the last 3 or 4, I don't know.
It's like one of the original ECW guys.
I don't know.
Yeah, some.
Oh, wrestling games I don't play no more.
So did you ever used to play like the wrestling video games?
Oh yeah, all the time.
On which game station?
Nintendo 64.
Yeah, we had the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2. We used to play the wrestling game then, and my nephew.
I played it on PlayStation and PlayStation 2. It was cool. The graphics were way better than playing it on a Nintendo 64.
Then my brother-in-law, he had the Nintendo GameCube.
One of those old school things.
We used to play the Royal Rumble, and we'd have my wife in the game too, but she wouldn't come into number 30. Come into 30, she'd make me and him go first and try to beat everybody in the 30-man Rumble.
Yeah. I mostly play football because I played football in high school.
So you still play video games these days or no?
Not really. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I play Call of Duty.
You're a COD guy.
Yeah, sometimes I get a lot of stuff on my mind. I'll play Call of Duty. Just relax. Fly out some steam. Just start blowing people up.
How about Halo?
Huh?
What about Halo?
Halo?
Maybe.
I want to try that game. I haven't tried it yet. I heard it's really, really, really good.
Now, have you ever played any drag racing games?
I used to play a bunch of IHR games on the computer when I was little.
Yeah, that's one thing though with the video games, man. There's too many kids addicted to video games, and they should come out to watch drag racing, man.
Yeah, well, because what happens is, because technology, you know what I'm saying, people got cell phones. They don't want to go out and do anything. They just want to sit at home, play on the computer, play video games, or be on their phone. They don't want to go out and do anything. It's just technology taking over this world, and you know what I'm saying, people don't want to do anything anymore.
But I think the kids would be blown away if they come out and watch drag racing in person.
They would never leave once they go there one time. I used to beg my dad when I was a little kid every day, let's go racing, Dad. Let's go racing, Dad. He's like, not till the weekend. I was like, no, I want to go now. He's like, not till the weekend.
Then, like you said, they got cell phones now, so to be sitting, you take them to track, some of them are sitting there staring at the phone all the time, so.
Yeah, you get people who, you know what I'm saying, they stare at the phone, and then they see a car they like, they take a couple pictures, and then they're back on the phone again. So you like more than one car if you just sit there and watch them.
Yeah.
Like when I used to drive a station wagon on the old motor that was in the wagon, the motor that was like 35 years old, I used to do 660-foot burnouts in that car. People used to love it when I came up to the starting line because they knew I do have car burnouts. I had to blow the tires off the thing. It'd only go 13 seconds, but they didn't care. They were there for the show. They wanted to see the burnout. And like the tower would disappear. Like it'd be gone. Everybody at the starting line would be gone. Christmas tree would be gone. My dad would be gone. And then I see his little station wagon just pulling out of the smoke.
Yeah, that's what the people like to see, though, the long, smoky burnouts, man.
They love it. It's like, yeah, it's hard on the motor, but they love it. Like, my dad loves doing Toyota burnouts. He'll roll that thing all the way to 330 count. Because that truck wants to hook, so that truck, you know what I'm saying? As long as you get 330 feet of perfect rubber straight down the track, that truck's going to motor and be on rails.
Yeah, you remember years ago when the Big Show funny cars used to do the long, smoky burnouts? No, not anymore, though.
Not anymore. Now they just crack the throttle and they back out.
Only way.
But there's a guy that me and my dad know. He's a really good friend of ours. He drives a old Impala, like a 66 Impala with a big monster motor in it. He did a quarter-mile burnout a couple years ago at the Grove for the burnout contest. He went from the burnout box up the hill all the way to the quarter mile. He's bounced the thing off the revometer and like 600 feet out. Just just smoking them all the way down the racetrack.
Yeah, now if you want to watch dragsters and funny cars do long burnout, you got to go watch Nostalgia Guys.
Oh yeah. We're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? Old school that knows how to do it.
Yeah, well, John Force used to do them years ago when he started.
Yeah, and now the tires are so advanced now. All you have to do is just crack the throttle on any tire and it's got full hook on it.
Then these cars just get faster and faster, because they're done. They're done before you know it, going down the track.
When I used to do the big burnouts in a wagon, I used to go 1330s. And if I used to just do a dry hop, it would go 1290s.
Yeah.
So you just imagine, you know, 4/10 of a second just by doing a hand crack burnout would slow the car down 4/10.
Yeah, that's another thing that people like to dry hopping.
Yep, my dad used to do lots of those back in the old days.
Yeah, you'll still see a few of those Nostalgia Guys do the dry hops. Now, did you watch the Nostalgia Pro Stocks when they were at the Great Lakes Driveway over Memorial Day weekend?
I was out there Memorial Day weekend.
Oh yeah, that's right, you didn't make it.
Yeah, I didn't make it. I like the E85 guys. Those guys are awesome. Those guys just hang 10 and they just hold on. Those cars go like 8 seconds too. It's like, you guys are crazy.
Well, you'll see them when you go in one of those Nitro Streetcar Brawl. Because every Nitro Streetcar Brawl, you got the Nostalgia Pro Stock Association running.
Yeah. I like when drag week comes around. You know, you guys driving all over the country with race cars. They take the trailer off, put tires on, and there goes 6 seconds down the racetrack. Put tires back on, go back home. Like, that's the most impressive thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, like you got Chris Chinook's son, Tyler, in the Pro Stock Association.
Yep. He's a Trans Am. I think it's a 90.
The STP car.
I think it's a 90 Trans Am or 89 something.
Yeah. So, Dino, I want to thank you very much for your time to come on air with me tonight.
Anytime.
It was fun chatting with you.
I'm always here. If you ever want to call and just chit chat, I'll always talk.
Yeah, it's always fun talking about drag racing.
Oh, yeah. Just another lifestyle.
Yep.
Most people don't understand it.
Exactly.
But we all do.
Yeah. So hopefully your dad will get that pickup truck running soon. We'll see him out there with the pickup truck.
Oh yeah, it'll be out very, very soon.
I know the next Nitro Streetcar Brawl is Saturday the 18th.
Saturday the 16th, yeah. I think we'll have the vehicle be there.
All right.
I'll dial the bill again. It'll go $8.99. Watch. I got something on my sleeve.
Well, if we make it out there, then I'll definitely stop by the pit area and talk to you guys.
Come on over. We'll always be there.
All right. Well, Dino, you have a great night.
You too, buddy.
All right. Take care.
All right, you too.
Bye.